opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Motion. Check Mike 99. Defense wins championships, baby.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there on the first play of the game. 49 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
On the set. Go 58's the money. Hey, watch the ball. Check. Check. 49. Check. Go. 58's the money. I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
Following the interception, Young. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
First down.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Now a give, right side. Felton. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20.
SOS, 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 SOS. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Now watch one, watch one. Switch.
To throw, Young. And he's got the hook up to Moore. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Brings up second down at the 33-yard line.
Ready. Go 58's the money. I got him. Undercrush. Retreat. Slam.
On second down now, Felton. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Check the backer.
Right back to him on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Check. Lucky.
They'll try the left side. Felton. And a solid run down inside the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
65. Hey, look,
On second down, Felton. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 31, check 31. Tighten up.
A first down throw for Young. Going to throw right side here, complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
On second down now, Felton able to fight through 1 tackle. There he goes right side, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Chiefs 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And he finds McLaurin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now a handoff looking right. And shedding through the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Throwing now is Mahomes. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Check. Crunch. Wide. Get wide.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And the pressure gets to him again.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, where the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they will be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down, Felton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st down, Felton. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 58 to Mike. 58.
They'll try to throw now. Young. Flushed out right. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, it's Young. And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
58 to Mike.
On 4th down, Young. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes, back-to-back. What a momentum.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll run on 1st down. Felton, and he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Final play of the half, Young. And the Chiefs are going to get him. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back. The end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
You think he won't get this? Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Okay, yeah. Off. 58, right over there, yeah.
Young to throw it. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. Felton. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Young. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And they just get the play off. Now Young. And he's got his target. That's more. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
And a Packer first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Felton, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
From the 41, Young. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd down, Felton. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. They'll try the left side. Eubanks, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, Felton. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Young working out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Hey, watch the over.
Young throwing on 4th down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
First down, Packers.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 1st down, Felton. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Switch up, switch up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Felton. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Felton. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
Right here, right here. Run. He's done right here.
On 3rd down, Felton. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Leonard Fournette, and he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. Check.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Switch.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Mahomes to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Dancing to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch twist. He's coming. We got double up.
Now Mahomes being chased out left. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. But now it's 3rd down. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times, nothing good is going to happen, and if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
No. Attack! Hey, 43. Exit. Let's go.
So that'll back him up 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long.
Check hot route. Hot. 6 guys. Hey, 57 colors.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Back to throw, Mahomes, and he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosenhan to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go now. Time to end it. Check 4. 58, boys. 58, Mike. Coming. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Here's Young. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. 58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for two. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.